Dean is disappointing.
No, come here.
What are you doing?
No, come here.
You make me nervous.
Come on.
John Paul Jones is screaming.
You manipulate Tayshia makes me sick. Get out of my sight.
And we have ruined every special occasion.
Did JPJ and Derek get us all kicked out of this wedding?
This is your Bachelor in Paradise Episode 8 recap. Grab your glasses. It's time for Roses and Rosé. Hi, everybody. It's me, Lauren Zima, and I'm still obsessed with a chilled red. I put ice in it this time. Oh, my God. I gotta be who I am. Just like Dean had to be who he was. And return to his old ways. Let's get to it! I love a chilled red so much that I wore red today, you know, and that is great. We have got to be on brand. Dean didn't have to be on brand. Why'd you do it, Dean? Why? I was feeling so happy and so great and so fun and everything was so good and in love, and then you crushed Caelynn. Let's talk about it.
I mean, I'm excited about us, and the more I get to know him, the more excited I get.
I gotta talk to you. Come here.
Okay, you guys, didn't think I'd say this, but we start off with Dean breaking up with Caelynn on her birthday.
I think that you're an amazing, awesome person, and I didn't expect to like you as much as I do.
Who does that, Dean?
But the way that we are around each other, like we were just like each other so much more in 2 more weeks.
Who does that? Who does it? Why do it? Why would you? How could you? I just don't understand it, Dean. We left off Monday night's episode with you having given Caelynn a beautiful whole birthday cake for her birthday, and now we're back to being broken into tiny pieces. Did she even get a bite of the cake? I hope so. I hope that after he broke up with her, she just got to eat the whole fucking cake. I lost myself there. Oh, I'm so disappointed in Dean. D for disappointed. Dean, you don't deserve the mustache. You are not grown.
I know it sucks, and I feel awful about it.
Why are you doing this?
Because I think it's probably for the best.
So Dean tells her, look, I'm really not ready for this. I know I can't go beyond paradise. And, you know, we were almost there, but we're going nowhere.
I just think that you deserve someone better than me, to be perfectly honest.
Where's Dean going? Back to his van. Fine.
I think I should go home.
Drink for this all happening really quickly. Dean was up front with Caelynn. Caelynn was crying, and then Dean was gone. Wow, that's good. Oh. I need this right now. What did you guys think of Dean's dumping of Caelynn? I wish Caelynn had dumped him. I do. He gave her the perfect out on Monday night's episode. I wish she'd just broken up with him then. It's better to be in the power position, you know? The person who hurts the most in a relationship is the person who cares the most. It's painful, but think about it. It's not wrong. Dean was wrong. Okay, I don't know why Dean did that, but while Dean is ending things with Caelynn, John Paul Jones is digging in with Tayshia. Did he just say he was in love with her?
Very difficult to see the woman that, you know, you're in love with potentially open up the door with another guy.
What? Whoa! John Paul Jones, always a wild card, always unexpected, always confusing. I mean, he just went on dates with Tayshawn and Haley, and then he says he's in love with Tayshia.
The woman that, you know, you're in love with.
I mean, I'm so used to John Paul Jones napping and cartwheeling, but suddenly he's crying. What the heck is happening? He is sobbing on the beach, and of all people, Blake is there to comfort him. He does an okay job. I think Blake doesn't know what to do anymore. You know, he's so lost. He's just like, maybe I'll try to help others.
Dude, you're gonna come out of this so much stronger. God, it's wild how much.
But of course, we've come to learn that John Paul Jones is honestly a little John Paul gross. He's constantly choking and vomiting, and when he's crying, he blows his nose repeatedly into what might or might not be a handkerchief. It looks more like a dinner napkin. Gross. I am not a fan of blowing my nose in front of people. It's a no for me. A nose for me. A nose for me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't blow your nose in front of people. Okay!
So about like Tayshia, Haley.
So it's Tayshia, it's Haley.
Blake seems lost with JPJ though, like the rest of us. Like, where is this big reaction coming from? I didn't know you were in love with Tayshia. This is wacky.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful. Oh, wow. This is crazy beautiful.
And then, speaking of love, it's a wedding.
Please rise.
Chris and Krystal got engaged last season on Paradise. Now they are getting married. And I gotta say, while their wedding ceremony is beautiful, the dress of the guests is a little all over the place. Did anybody tell the Bachelor in Paradise cast that they would be attending a wedding? Drink for every time someone's not in wedding wear. I mean, Tayshia comments on how she's kind of in a beachy dress.
Everyone's so sweet, and I feel like I'm literally at a beach.
Oh, you look fine.
And Dylan seems to literally be in a t-shirt. Dress appropriately. Dress for the occasion. Yeah. Do you want to be in a T or do you want to be a JC? Just classing it up. He's been sitting there the whole time.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you overwhelmed?
No, I'm fine.
Oh God, you guys, and I just have to give a hat tip to the producers on this. Imagine you are just starting to develop feelings with someone, or you've just been dumped, and suddenly you're at a wedding. Damn. This thrusts things to the next level, right? Nicole and Clay are getting serious, but are they serious enough for a wedding? Caelynn has just been dumped. Now she's having to watch love be realized? Horrifying, but great television, right? Producers, we thank you.
There's guys coming in, and one of them has a man bun.
But then some guys show up.
Y'all, do I look okay?
Chase McNary? It's been a minute. He was from JoJo season. Sure, hi.
One of them has a pony. Who is that?
I think one of them's
There's
Connor.
balls coming in.
How are you? Connor's here, everybody. Yes, Connor from Hannah Brown's season. I wondered when we'd see Connor. I mean, there was no way he wasn't going to show up on Paradise. And then some guy with a man bun. I don't think was he a Bachelor Nation alum? Who is that man? So the wedding is happening, and then JPJ is JP jumping off the deep end. He is losing it. He is gone. He is freaking out over Tayshia and Derek.
I really like Tayshia a lot, and Derek was trying to swoop in after his relationship with Demi ended.
I mean, just drink to how wacky this felt.
Derek is that creepy guy that, graduated high school 5 years ago and comes back to the high school parties despite the fact he's a grown-ass man. He's creepy, quite frankly.
John Paul Jones has always seemed like an easygoing guy, but now he is going off the deep end about another guy. And I don't understand, because I just watched Derek be like a super amazing, respectful, graceful, mature, empathetic, wonderful guy with the whole Demi thing. It's not adding up. Do you agree with JPJ's assessment of Derek? Let me know in the comments below. By the way, there's gonna be some drama with Nicole and Clay because Clay's very recent ex, Angela, a Bachelor Nation alum, is here. She's walking down the aisle. She's a bridesmaid. And Angela is walking down the aisle. Girl looks good. Girl's got that revenge breakup bod. Girl is descending down the aisle with a little swagger, right? And cheers to her, she looked great. I guess Clay dumped her, so I gotta say, girl, get yours, By the way, you guys, the wedding ceremony was beautiful. The flowers, the sparkles, and Krystal looked gorgeous, and Chris was crying, and then I was tearing up. And I love on occasion being reminded that I have a heart. Cheers to that!
What's that?
Yo, Derek is full of man.
John Paul Jones is now losing it on Derek. at a wedding.
Can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, JPJ is acting like Derek's immature. Dude, you're the one raising your voice at him at a wedding.
No. Don't hold on with me, Derek.
You don't get to. No.
So John Paul Jones is acting like Derek is pursuing Tayshia, but the truth is that Tayshia was totally into Derek, you know? I just can't get on board with John Paul Jones doing this. And you know, we just ruined Caelynn's birthday. Now we're ruining the wedding. Why don't we like special occasions?
Don't insult my intelligence, Derek.
Can we just celebrate each other? God. By the way, drink every time John Paul Jones doesn't let Derek talk.
I think that's information that. No.
No.
You're not allowing me to talk. You're bulldozing through that statement.
Name one thing that I said that's false, Derek.
I'm not insulting your intelligence.
You're trying to talk your way out of this, Derek.
Everyone!
Why are the bride and groom calling all of us over there? Did JPJ and Derek get us all kicked out of this wedding?
And then things get weird and they feel a little produced, but also I don't care. Like Chris Randone makes this announcement about how some people are like sitting at a party table going to an after party and some people are not invited.
We got an extra table in this party, all right? And at this table, we want to invite a few people. So if I call your name, this will be the table that you party at.
I don't know, it was very confusing. But you know, weddings are great to make people feel uncomfortable, right? Sure. Reminder, Connor's here, and we get to hear him speak.
Who are you hoping to see here?
And we listened to him say to Christina, who are you hoping to see here?
Who are you hoping to see here?
I missed that. I missed Connor. But you know, then he's suddenly kissing Caelynn, and okay, great. Caelynn needs this. Caelynn deserves this. Caelynn got her cake, but she didn't get to eat it too. Boo, you do you. But while Caelynn is flying high, Clay is falling down. Things are descending. Clay is calling his ex, Angela, his girlfriend on accident.
My girlfriend's here. That's it. Excellent.
Clay, who is very much with Nicole, is talking to Angela and telling her that he still cares about her.
I still do care about you a lot.
I mean, drink for every bonehead thing that Clay said. Who wants to hear that their ex still cares about them after they were dumped by them?
I don't know, you're a really special person to me, and you're a sweetheart, and I just want you to be happy.
No one wants to hear that, Clay. Not Angela, nor the audience.
It just doesn't make sense why you're here. You can't sit here and say that you being here is fun.
And then he tells Angela that breaking up with her was so hard for him.
It was honestly one of the hardest nights of my life. That was so difficult for me.
Oh, really? Was it, Clay? Really? Sorry for your struggle.
Coming here maybe was selfish, and I'm sorry.
And Clay has his hand on Angela's leg. Very inappropriate, Clay. I'm looking at my hand on my own leg here. I don't know if you can see that because my hair's in my face. It's inappropriate. You have a girlfriend, okay? We've been seeing you and Nicole spend the nights together and wake up together in the mornings in the queen size bed, okay? If you don't think your girlfriend would feel okay seeing it, don't do it.
Today was definitely one of the most emotionally draining days I've ever had.
But back to JPJ and Derek. John Paul Jones is calling Derek a frat boy.
And Derek's kind of the frat boy of the Bachelor world.
I don't see that at all. He doesn't seem like a frat boy. He seems like a 32-year-old man who works in finance. I don't see it. Honestly, John Paul Jones, you seem a little frattier. Sorry.
Stand by every word I said today. There's not one thing I said that was not factual.
Can we go talk?
They're arguing again, and Derek tells John Paul Jones that he is monologuing.
John, you're
monologuing
again.
Nope.
We need to go talk.
And he did do theater. But John Paul Jones he's just coming at him. This is like the first time that I don't like JPJ because it is super frustrating when someone is confronting you, attacking you, and they don't let you get a word in edgewise. He is literally telling Derek, nope.
And what you're doing is denying me the opportunity to speak.
And not letting him speak, and that's not fair. You can't challenge someone on what they've done, but not allow them to share their side of the story. Drink every time he said nope.
John, you're monologuing again.
Nope.
We need to go talk.
away from other people last time.
Nope.
You just ambushed me in a room full of people.
Nope. Well, I stand by every word I said.
Drink every time he said podcast.
Built his following, add gossip to his podcast. Promote your podcast. I don't want to be on your podcast, dude.
What do you guys think? Whose side are you on here? John Paul Jones or Derek? But moving on, Caelynn says, oh, Connor's not here.
Connor's not here, and I just can't keep trying to get my hopes up about things because every time I do, I get disappointed and hurt.
And we know the show is the gift that keeps on giving, and we are aware that that means that Connor is about to descend down those stairs and come and hang out with Caelynn and take her on a one-on-one, right? And that's what is done. He goes on a date with her, and they are painting each other. And I'm not sure about how sexy that is, but they're making out. And you know what? Again, I think Caelynn deserves this. You know what Caelynn didn't deserve? Christina saying that Caelynn likes her leftovers.
Caelynn does like my leftovers.
Not once, not twice, not 3 times.
I don't understand why somebody would continuously go after the guys that I'm interested in.
That wasn't great, Christina. I think that actually Bachelor Nation's just incredibly incestual, and a lot of people hook up with each other. It's not so much leftovers, it's family-style dining. Just share. Pass the mashed potatoes.
Look at that painting though. It's pretty good.
Connor and Caelynn say the painting they made is pretty good and decent. It's not, but maybe their relationship will be. What do you guys think? Is Caelynn gonna end up with Connor or with Dean? Or Solo?
Dean and I would have never worked. We could have tried after Paradise, but we would have never worked, so.
Caelynn says that her and Dean would have never worked out outside of Paradise, but there are lots of rumors and reports that they're together now, so.
She did reach out and express that she wanted to still continue things, and
back to Clay and Angela. Clay and Nicole. I'm ashamed of myself.
I care a lot about Angela, I do. It's tough because it's not like a light switch. You can't turn it off and on.
Clay says that his feelings for Angela aren't a light switch. He can't just turn them on and off. When you break up with someone, that's you turning off the lights. It's dark in there. You gotta find a new room. Okay?
I don't want you to worry about that at all.
Yeah.
I'm here to figure this out.
I'm a little worried.
I mean, Clay, if you weren't over Angela, why did you come to Paradise? And also, why is Clay talking to Nicole about his lingering feelings for Angela? Tell a friend. Phone a friend. Find someone else on this beach. You know, I don't want you to vent to me and work that out with me. Process it elsewhere, in a different facility.
I'm just worried that if Angela does come in here, like that's gonna really be weird.
Oh my God, I really hope she doesn't. I just thought about that again.
And then, oh my God, this show is the gift that keeps on giving. And by giving, I mean terrorizing, but also in a great way because we're here because we love drama. Angela arrives on the beach. I mean, they flew her all the way there, you know. Plane ticket to Mexico. Might as well get her on the beach to go. Then we get the trailer, and we don't know what will happen with Clay and Nicole and Angela. Clangela, no. And we see that Dean is coming back. So that makes sense because we have heard that Dean and Caelynn are together now. So will Dean redeem himself? Let's hope so. What do you guys think? If Dean tries to get back with Caelynn, should she take him? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I adore you guys. I appreciate you. When it comes to this crazy thing we call Paradise, you are my salvation.